He's back in better than ever.
I think I could officially live stream like at 2:22.
By the way, you just got a lot louder. So yeah.
Thank you. I know you do a great job.
You
do a great job.
As
I love
we're ready to
everything
go
that
at
you do.
each other with all the technical issues.
And I also want to thank Angelic Wines.
I don't know why every time Eric needs to talk about
AngelicWines.com for all of your private label. If you're having a wedding, hit Angelic Wines up. Check them out. Support them. Support local.
Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome, buddy.
All right, buddy. So how was your week this week?
My week was awesome. I trained all week.
You trained?
Yeah, I trained. I had a trainee with me. I had a trainee with me. You play that shit? Those guys trust me. That place that I work.
You wear ear muffs?
Because you want to turn me down now? Go ahead. Turn me down now. I don't give a shit.
I'm not turning you down.
Turn me down.
Nope.
Turn down for what? Thanks.
So how was your trainee? Did they actually know how to hook up a fifth wheel?
Yeah, dude. This guy actually. Yeah, he didn't even make me
know
nervous.
how to do it.
Yeah, So I already know that I have one on Sunday too.
Oh, really?
Shout out to Jakit Singh. We're gonna rock it, bro. If you're watching, you don't even know who the hell I am, but
you don't know who he is.
Akhtar Singh.
Oh boy.
AKTAR. Yeah. I could not do any accents.
Who was your trainee? Do not do the
accents. I can't do any accents, my friend.
Who was your trainee to this week?
My trainee was, hey, shout out to Juan Velez. What's up, baby? You got this. You got this. Just remember your codes and all the numbers.
If you can hook up a trailer, then you're good.
Dude's got it.
And watch out for the pylons in Tracy. They're dangerous, I've heard.
The pylons, the freaking yellow poles. Thanks for bringing that up. Appreciate that.
Don't run into them at 10 miles an hour.
17, but who's counting? Video might be up on my TikTok somewhere. I think I'm at like 32,000 views on that.
Our company's so stupid.
Yeah, what is?
Right.
Come on, Mikey. I love you, buddy.
Hey,
thanks,
where else can you run into a pylon at 17 miles per hour?
Was it a pylon? Pylon's plastic. This was a pole.
A pole.
A pole. Concrete posted 3 feet in the ground.
Yes. And you took a little ride.
Yeah, dude.
By the way, if you haven't seen that video, it's on TikTok. Either one of ours.
Yeah, it's on TikTok. Yeah, I see. Yeah, you posted it because we were trying to get viewers for you, so we could go look live on the.
That's a great. When you see, we're not small guys, and to see at 17 miles an hour what hitting an unmovable force or an unmovable object does to a pretty large gentleman.
I'm huge, bro.
Yeah, like
I take up the full screen.
He goes airborne into his steering wheel and literally.
Okay, maybe I will share. Hold on, I can fix that.
Well, the good news is you can't hear yourself saying it. So
yeah, you're pulling out all the stops today, aren't you? Hey, I can't hear my snare. Turn my headphones up.
Yeah,
no, but seriously, it's been cool, man. How's your week going?
Yeah, we didn't talk.
You got like 2 full weeks.
A week and a half. I started last Wednesday. So 9 to 5 is going well.
Is it though?
Training. Yeah. I mean,
cool.
I'm only in training.
Yeah.
And I make money no matter what I'm doing. So that's not
that pole is bigger than me. Hey, I actually have a selfie with that pole. I actually have a selfie with that.
Do you?
Yeah.
You got to post that.
Yeah, that's
now I got to go find the video and post it because
we only got like 4 videos up, but there's like 3 Ragnar and Lagathas and
no, there's a bunch of real estate videos.
Oh yeah, true that. Hey, if you need a real estate guy, I know one.
Don't start.
Right there.
Don't start. Speaking of
small business.
Speaking of businesses we need to talk to, let's run over to Gary real quick.
Who
just called us before the show.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's a little
Gary.
bit of Gary. I know he's got a nice little tune going.
Seriously.
So thank you, Gary, our Marine Corps veteran. If you need a CPA, man, that's the guy to get.
No, you don't.
Yeah, don't listen to Eric. He already did his taxes.
Yeah, I got my taxes back.
We
already
still
spent
haven't
it.
even got our appointment. I have my appointment. We're next week.
So I was supposed to be like in 17 days, but Brother Miller said, "Hey, by the way, I got a cancellation. You down?" And Sean is like,
"You got to skip ahead."
Suck that right up.
Exactly.
Sucked it right up.
So hoping this week we might, or maybe this week, otherwise next week we'll have some sit rep 22 updates.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Sit.
Unfortunately, the weather
22.
One of the manufacturers of shirts is in Reno, and so
dude, I'll just swing the truck by.
Yeah.
We have like 19 trucks.
Well, you know, all these shipping carriers, they all of a sudden, we can't drive yet.
They do work as the big ass over there. Dude, listen, I got to tell a real quick story before we get to Scotty and we start the show.
All right.
We had a driver leave our depot.
Okay.
And there's a place on North Shore, and it's called Tahoe City.
Right.
And at this certain place that we deliver to, they have an awning, and he got all the way from the DC, drove all the way up to Tahoe City, realized that he can't get into the pit, and took it upon himself to drive back to the DC. So normally what would have happened was they would have dropped the trailer and somebody else would have picked it up and delivered it. But the fact that he drove over 50 and got there, and we weren't even having guys turn around. We couldn't even get guys over the hill, but yet this guy gets there and is like, nah, shit, dude, there's 8 feet of snow. I ain't delivering it. Turned it back and went
the
home.
Trailer.
Yeah. Shout out, bro. I know you're watching too. I know he's watching. He's got to be watching. Shout out, bro. I hope you get your job back.
Oh,
yeah, he's
fired? Yeah. Oh, he got suspended? Oh, wow.
Yeah, dispatch told him to stay there.
And
go lay over.
He's like, no, I'm out.
He's like, no, I'm not going to sit here for like 3. Oh, yeah, Tonto. Bro, really? Like, you're coming in like that, bro? You're coming in hardcore like that. Oh. So, no, you got it. So, Tonto may have been on I may have been on Instagram Live yesterday and literally got into a road rage incident. And I was just trying to tell the guy, dude, listen, bro, you're left blink. Like, he got over in front of me and I was going to turn left on 5th Street. And he got over to go straight. I'm like, why did you do that? And I'm like, hey, plus your blink, you have no tail light. Like, you literally have no tail light. And so we chased each other. Well, we didn't chase each other. I followed the gentleman up, around, down, and I realized, this guy's going to the south side.
You were in your personal.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I know what this guy's doing. He's luring me over there to the ghetto. Yeah. Talking about the ghetto. Ghetto. And I'm like, yeah, let's just make a U-turn and go. So we're good.
So we got Carlos.
Carlos,
we got a CVMA member
coming
up, man.
And he's sponsored. He's looking at the shirt and everything. Whoop, whoop.
3-2 coming in.
Dude, I'm telling you, this show that we have.
Look at this.
Encompasses.
Rare appearance.
Encompasses everything.
Rare appearance. What's up, Cammy?
What? Holy
Cammy
crap.
Mello.
What?
She knows that Dad exists.
Where are you high? I don't even see it on my screen. What's up, kid? Love you. Peace. Hey, we really got to take care of this hair. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, you need to.
We literally. And man.
Dude, everybody.
Appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you, Anna. What's up?
Hey, we're up to 7. We're up to 7 on the TikTok.
You're up to 7.
Don't forget Contagion _effect on the TikTok.
All right.
We're going to break TikTok tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a little Scotty Hastings?
Absolutely.
Thanks, bro.
Let's get it started.
Yeah, the times and places, they may change, but one thing stays the same. The stories that they take about going through hell. If you think they wouldn't do it all over again, well, you just don't know them. The memories that they own of the ones who didn't make it home, yeah, they sure do miss them, but they keep them all living in the stories that they tell.
See, that's a Nashville guy they need to get on.
That's Nashville. That's who you fly out, Blaker Brewing.
Cammy said, let me cut it.
So here, I'll show you why.
Oh, boy. Now you definitely can't hear yourself. Yeah, that's long.
No, but check it out, dude. You not notice the two-tone color? You want to know why it's two-tone?
Why?
Because someone may have said, hey, let me dye your hair. That's what it's supposed to be. And this. So they did a mohawk and they had it dyed, bro.
You can rep 22 mohawks at this point.
Oh, man.
What's up? 2 drunk dudes in a gun room. What's up,
dude,
Don? I'm assuming that's Don.
Out.
Check him out.
dude. And that's another thing. Go check out Two Drunk Dudes in a Gun Room on Apple Music. Go download it. And guess who's on the radio station now?
Contagion Effect.
Contagion Effect, baby. Go support. That's what it's all about. That's what the Contagion Effect show is all about.
Some of us are, sorry, Tonto.
Oh, yeah, that's, I mean, dude, there's one thing. I'm going to be an asshole for my whole life. I'm going to keep my hair for my whole life. Yeah. I mean, this is
hopefully me too.
Yeah.
And yes, Don, thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. We'll be talking soon.
All right. Eric, it's all you, buddy. Let's get started.
Oh man. So, throughout life, the wheels turn and we go down certain paths, and that leads us into different situations. And so I'm sitting here and I'm talking and I'm like, okay, blue line, like, we're going veterans. We talk about law enforcement. We talk about PTSD, mental health, all the good things that we're about and what we connect everyone with, right? So I just on a whim said, hey, I'm going to send Blue Line a message it was a random Tuesday night. And I'm like, dude, they're kind of big here in the Valley. They go places. And I apologize. They're big in the Valley, in the Bay Area. They do a couple gigs. They had a couple gigs in Livermore. So I'm like, we'll see what happens. Boom, I get a message. I'm like, dope. Super excited, right? So
did you fangirl?
Oh, I absolutely, dude. I stalked like I do, and I went through everything, and it was just fun, dude. It's just fun, and I can tell that these guys have fun. Been to a show or two.
They're already a blast.
I know what they're. Yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely. And I know what they're about. They're about giving back and having a good time, and supporting the law enforcement and all the damn good shit that we do.
You're
right?
so looking away from the camera.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're so fired up.
This whole setup is
fired up.
So listen, without further ado, I'm just going to introduce them. We got Britt and Pat from Blue Line. Thank you guys for joining us.
What's up, gentlemen?
Welcome to the show.
What up? What's going on?
How you guys doing?
Great.
Okay, listen, we're awesome. We're doing good. I appreciate you guys coming on. We literally want to spread all the good juju that you guys have, that you guys are supporting. I mean, you guys walk the walk, you guys talk the talk, basically, and you guys all know. Look at my whole family. This is like,
so we have to stop.
No, we gotta stop real quick. Sorry, guys. This is because
we got daughter,
this is
wife, daughter. Wow.
Casper says joke.
You got all daughters?
Yeah, I got. I'm estrogen filled.
Payback.
Oh, no, God knew I didn't need a boy. God knew I didn't be. I'm an asshole to them, but they're good functioning adults.
Scott?
Yeah, they're good functioning adults. One's an LVN at county, and then the wife's over there, and the young one's the entrepreneur. She's the gypsy. She's going to be. You get her focused on something, and she's going to take off. Right. So. I'm a hard ass. I'm a hard ass because I'm not my friend's.
See, there goes the rock.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's all about around here, man. It was just like energy.
They're going at it. Shot out of a cannon tonight. Meanwhile, Britton's just chilling.
Thank you all for joining. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
It's so Mike's the better interviewer, and so I know he has a few questions. And yes, 33-2 is in the house. Appreciate you. Oh shit!
Yeah,
it has Cole West there. No, I guarantee you, there's a text message with 5 people in the group. Well, I'm just waiting for one more to drop. One more. Contreras is going to drop, and then it's the Cinquento or whatever the hell it is. That was a 5-person text message. I guarantee it. I am. It's hot as shit in here too. I'm gonna shut up for a minute.
She just opened the door.
I'm gonna let Mikey do his thing. He's got some.
Oh, there it is. The boyfriend of one of the daughters.
No, you know what? I appreciate you guys.
The whole family. So you guys, you guys are special tonight. Blue Line bringing in.
I love it. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, Eric is on fire tonight. Thanks. Let's get started. So originally, when you reached out, we started talking to I'm saying it right, Britton?
Yes.
All right. I don't want to be rude and keep saying it that way, and that's not how you say it. So
no, you haven't butchered it yet, so you're good.
My last name, everybody butchers. I mean, Mike's easy, but my last name, everybody screws up. So I fully understand.
Number 7. Elak on the tackle.
Yeah. You're naming his youth days
on the tackle.
Anyways, so we originally spoke to Britton, and Britton is a veteran, and so we want to hear a little bit. We're going to talk to Britton, and then we're going to move over to Pat, and then we're going to talk about Blue Line, which is kind of the ultra, the reason we're all here, right? So Britton, where'd you end up growing up?
Yeah, I'm from Benicia, California.
Oh, okay.
Next to Vallejo.
Yep.
Okay, question already. Apologize for cutting you off. You went to high school there?
Yeah, Benicia High,
Bro,
class of 95.
I passed that high school football field at least 3 times a week, right? And I'm like, that would be a badass football field to play on. And it's turf, by the way. So I don't know.
Now, yeah.
And now it is, right? Yeah, now.
I think it was Base Rock when he was going to.
Dude, I tell you, that's got to be a badass stadium, though, dude. You're right on the bay, bro. I mean, it's right on the bay.
Hey, there's a lot more money poured into Benicia nowadays. It wasn't like that in the 90s, though.
No, okay. So I apologize. I just
Benicia is a great town. Always has been a good town.
Yeah.
Right. So you grow up in Benicia. What made you decide to join the military?
That's what happens when you knock up your high school girlfriend.
Oh, all right. Hey, I did that.
No, really, it was kind of at the time, and this is one of the great things about the military, is it provides who want to start out, there's the good. It's a full-time job. It's an opportunity for you to serve your country as a young person. I'm very pro-military. Both of my sons are Army veterans as well. They joined the family business. Yeah. So, it's at the time, I was kind of running around a little bit crazy in Benicia in the 90s, kind of really no good direction. Didn't really know what I was going to do with my life. My high school girlfriend, who ended up being my first wife, was, she got pregnant, and, I really didn't see a lot of options for me at the time. And it was kind of weird. I remember waking up in the middle of the night, and I was like, I didn't really know what I was going to do. I was a little stressed. I had a baby, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I just go, I want to join the Army. That's what I want to do. The next day, I went down to the recruiting office and I signed up. And, it was the best decision I ever made. It changed my life 100% for the good. And, it was a really cool thing that I did. And I'm really happy that I made that decision to do it.
Right. Now, did you have any conversations with like your parents or anything, or even the girlfriend at that time, prior to this, and saying, I'm thinking about this? Or
no, I just did it. Young, impulsive, guy, having to, look after a brand new family. I knew what was the right thing to do, and I did it. And I had a ton of support from my family. My grandfather on my dad's side was a Marine Corps platoon sergeant. He served in the Korean War and World War II. So my dad was certainly pro-military. And, I had a lot of military family on my mom's side as well. Some, Navy, and one of my uncles went to Annapolis. So, it's we're pro-military family. So it was an easy choice, honestly.
So what made you choose the Army?
I don't know. Like I've talked with other people about that. And it seems like a lot of people from Southern California go to the Marine Corps because I think there's a bigger presence of that there.
Right.
I'm from Northern California. I didn't really see Marines around, that area. So, and I just always had this fascination as a young kid about the Army itself. So it was the decision I made, and I really didn't think of any other options. And, it was the branch I wanted to be a part of.
Makes sense. So, with, I can understand the thing about the Marines. My dad was a Marine. He was a Vietnam vet. He was a staff sergeant. And my son's looking right now, and he's between Air Force and Marines. Army's, for some reason, is not even on the radar right now. I don't know why. it is what it is. But that's why I like knowing why'd you make that decision. And what's interesting is when all the guys we've talked to that are from the Army, they have that feeling of service, right? And you've continued it, as we'll get farther into your story. So that's where I find it really interesting on your choice and why I wanted to ask. So where was your basic at?
Fort McClellan, Alabama, which was the MP school. I went military police. That's another, thing I've always wanted to do when I was a kid, was be in the Army, be a police officer. So, those two things kind of combined to, military police corps was kind of the answer for me. And, it's what really motivated me, in the Army, was to do that job. And so I went to Fort McClellan, Alabama. Now MP school is at Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Lost in the Wood, right? That's where both of my sons went. They were MPs as well. So McClellan got shut down, but it was in Alabama. It was a good time.
So let me sidetrack for a second. So you're an MP, which is interesting because that's exactly what my son wants to do. How did that transfer over to the civilian world for you?
Perfectly. Yeah.
Like you didn't feel like there was any training that needed to either be enhanced or maybe pulled back a little bit, Just
no, I think yeah. So being a military police, enlisted person, you're doing essentially what a law enforcement officer would do. A military installation is very much like a small city, right? So yeah, right on. So it's like a small city. So they need everything. They need dentists and doctors and firefighters and whatnot. And you also need police. You need someone to regulate and enforce the laws of the base, of the provost marshal and the post commander and whatnot. So there's certainly a need there. Getting that kind of experience was a good kind of low level kind of transition for me, doing law enforcement later on in California. So it worked out really well. I think it was really good. But I will say this, being a police officer, I've met a lot of veterans from all different MOSs. And I think really what law enforcement, civilian law enforcement looks at is just kind of that initial structure that the military brings. It is not necessarily about the MOS.
Right.
I know tons of cops who are veterans who did all kinds of MOS, from infantry to cook to MP to medics or whatever it is. Civilian law enforcement just looks at the fact that you got that DD 214 and you did your time, and they know you can show up on time. They know you have a good appearance. They know that you're dedicated to something a little bit bigger than yourself. And that's really what it's all about. It doesn't matter what MOS, honestly.
Well, so then that's always a question we ask. We don't have to ask your MOS, right? Because you're an MP. So obviously you're in CVMA. So you went out of country into some combat zones. Where'd you go?
So there's certain areas that have been designated as combat zones by the U.S. government, right? And one of them was Kosovo. If you served there after 2000, I believe is the cutoff there. And I was there in 2001. I did see some combat there. As a matter of fact, if you see that center picture in the top right there, that was a picture taken by combat camera, who was tied to our unit at the time. We were at the border of Kosovo, in this town of Krivenik. And what had happened was we had seen a little bit of action that had happened there on the border. And combat camera, the day prior, combat camera said, "Hey, you guys saw a little bit of action over there on the border. You mind if we kind of roll out with you?" And if you don't know about combat camera, they've been around since the beginning. This is a unit that their whole purpose is to document essentially war and what the military is all about. And they bring that that information back to the leadership and really civilians, to kind of give them a kind of an eyes view of what's going on over there. And they're obviously still there today. with a lot better technology. But at this time, our squad literally got attacked by several mortar rounds. And unfortunately, that civilian right there, and I'm not going to say his name, even though I know it, was mortally wounded. And that's me in the center right there, treating him with shrapnel wounds from a mortar round. And that's my 3-person MP team right there. You got my sergeant to the left, and then the gunner behind me, and then to the right is the combat camera guy. And he essentially put his camera down with it rolling and helped to treat this civilian reporter from the AP, Associated Press.
So it was another reporter, huh?
It was, yeah, because like I said, there was some action going on there, so all the reporters kind of flocked to the area.
Right.
Unfortunately, they laid down more mortar rounds again, and he ended up getting killed. At that point, he was still alive, but as we were treating him, but he ended up dying. And that's one of the downsides and the horrors of war. We were there what they consider a peacekeeping mission.
Right.
But even though you may have the intentions for peacekeeping, doesn't necessarily mean that bad actors won't take advantage of that.
No, I think we see that across society, right? The bad people
100%.
taking advantage of the innocent, I guess.
Hey, Melvin, thanks for joining.
Camp Bonsteel, what was that? Do you know where that is?
Yeah, that's where I was essentially stationed while I was in Kosovo. It was Camp Bonsteel.
Okay.
I'd like to say I saw a lot of it, but I didn't. The unit that I was assigned to, we were the protection detail for the task force commander and the maneuver commander. So we were all over, man. I saw every checkpoint in Kosovo. I saw every TCP, OP, everything. All of the we went to every multinational unit that was out there. So we saw the Polish checkpoint. We saw, we went everywhere, met up with the Russians and did all these things as it was kind of this joint kind of task force. So we were all over. I would have liked to have stayed at Camp Bonsteel a little bit more because it was actually kind of considered the Cush
for an army base.
Close there. Yeah, it was kind of the bigger one. Not every unit is treated the same. Depending on your mission, right? So, I mean, there could be like infantry guys that are stuck at a traffic control point for, months. They don't get to see Camp Bonsteel, right? But, our commander was a pretty honorable guy. Oftentimes we would grab stuff from Camp Bonsteel, throw a bunch of food in a plate and bring it to those traffic control points so we could hook up our buddies, so that they had some of the luxuries.
Always looking out for somebody else.
And that's what the military teaches you, right?
Yeah.
It's all about brotherhood and that camaraderie and looking out for each other and being your family when you're away from your family.
Right. So after Kosovo, did you come back home or?
I was in Germany for 3.5 years, so partied my ass off in Germany.
Yeah, not too much combat. Not too much combat. Drank a lot of beer, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. A lot of Jack and Coke.
Jack and Cokes. All right.
That's what I would have said.
So, what made you decide to say, all right, it's time to go to the civilian life now?
Yeah, honestly, I thought about re-enlisting. I really loved my time in the military. Of course, it's not all great, right? It's not all sunshine and flowers, man. You play hard, but you work hard. You work hard in the military, and they expect a lot from you. There's long hours. It's a grind. And I thought really long and hard about re-enlisting, but to tell you the truth, I was going through a divorce at the time. I'd separated with my wife. She went back home. She was moving out of state. I had my 2 young boys to think about, and it just wasn't, in my cards to spend more time overseas and whatnot. So I decided to ETS, get out and try my hand at civilian law enforcement.
Okay, so did you transitioned right into law enforcement?
No, man, I partied for about 1.5 years. Dude, I got out and I was like, I'm free. Yeah.
Look at Pat with the
Pat with the assist.
That was a good time there.
The partying hasn't stopped yet.
You guys are messing up the end of the show.
Yeah, I took some time off. I partied my ass off. for about a year and a half. And then I was like, you know what? I really got to like get back on board here. You know, and I went to the police academy, and I wasn't sponsored by an agency. I went in as, I used my GI Bill to pay for the police academy.
Nice.
And I went through the police academy, and I think we might have some mutual friends that you know that I was in the academy with. Travis Hudson was one guy. I know that you know who he is. He was our class leader.
Clown.
Clown. Yeah.
Clown.
I don't understand. I get it when you're in high school, you know, and I to this day I'm like, you're a cop, and not a cop, you're a sergeant. And there's a couple of them. There's one over in Turlock too. I'm like,
Lieutenant.
really? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Travis. I apologize.
Dude,
Lieutenant.
Hey, we still look at him today and go, "You're a cop."
How that? Dude, I said,
let alone a lieutenant.
I love him.
Yeah,
love him.
No, love Travis. Travis is absolutely amazing.
Every day Saturday. Thanks for joining.
He came on whenever we paid tribute to Justin Wood, who passed away at the Cobar Towers. So he came on.
Love the Woods.
Woods are amazing people. You know, think about Justin every day. So yeah, no, that's it's cool, man. It's like I said at the beginning, it's all full circle for me, because when I'm looking for guests, I'm like, okay, what connection do we have? You know, doesn't happen all the time, but in a roundabout way. I mean, we got Melvin Gatewood, who was at one of the very first podcast shows that we had on. You know, appreciate you coming back and joining us on the show in the comments and everybody on the comments, you know, appreciate it. But yeah, no, it's amazing how you like, what the hell? You're a lieutenant. You know, and then even Perry, you know, we're looking.
I know.
I'm like,
we saw that
hey, Mike,
picture
look at
of
this
you with Britton and Perry.
Like the Roman emperors, the Roman protectors. I'm like, yeah, I guarantee you that night a nipple was shown.
I think there was in the picture.
Wait, which Perry are you talking about? There's 3 Perrys.
Yeah, there is 3 Perrys, but it's Derek. It's Derek.
Derek's a really good friend of mine. I consider him a brother. He's a really close friend of mine. I talk to Derek often.
Yeah, his son and Aiden, my youngest, they played football youth back in the day too. So, all right. So Britton, you went and worked for one of our local police departments here in our area. We won't say where. We'll just leave that alone. But I want to move on and definitely show you got a guy next to you there, since we're talking. And yeah, this guy sitting next to you. So we got Pat.
He's a supporter, remember?
Oh yeah, he's a proud supporter of Britton.
I'm actually holding him up.
Yeah. I was hoping your dog was wandering around. I was hoping it was gonna lay right smack in the middle of the floor back there. Because
that's where it's been. There
you go. Yeah, Dobie.
Hamilton,
huh? All right, so Pat, I know Pat was a little worried about joining the show because he's not a veteran, but he's a proud supporter of veterans.
1,000%.
And he is retired law enforcement. So everybody who watches our show knows, you know, not only do we support our veterans, we support our law enforcement, our firefighters. You know, we love all you. So, you know, we couldn't do the show without you. So Pat, where'd you grow up, buddy?
Bud, you got about 6 hours.
No, I need the condensed.
I grew up over in the Santa Cruz Mountains in a little town called Ben Lomond.
Okay,
Ben Lomond, love that place.
Eric
knows everywhere.
Well, there's 2 stores. There's 2 stores, Scotts Valley, and then right down the hill. And I can't think of the name of it right
now.
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
I worked there when I was in junior high.
Nice.
We won't say the name of the stores, but
oh, sorry.
Oh, it's a way. It's a way.
We won't say the names of the stores.
Yeah,
no,
they can't even hear us from there.
Yeah.
Well,
You'd be amazed how this internet thing works.
Yeah.
Oh,
be amazed. So grew up in Santa Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
We know you went into law enforcement. So what made you make that decision, and kind of where were you when you made that decision?
But I've done so many different things.
Okay.
I was a fireman for 12 years, and then I left the fire service. I was a fireman out in California, and then went to Oklahoma. I was a fireman out there, worked Oklahoma City bombing.
Oh, wow.
Then ended up moving out to Nashville, leaving the fire service altogether. One of my good buddies was a fire captain in Broken Arrow, and he's a phenomenal fiddle player. He said, "Hey, let's take a trip to Oklahoma." Yeah, let's take a trip to Nashville. I said, "Okay." So we took a trip to Nashville, and another buddy that rode with us was a steel guitar player, and he'd been in a band with a buddy of mine, Heath Wright, who is a lead singer from a band called Ricochet. Back in the 90s, they're big hits.
Yeah, Ricochet.
Daddy's Money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Heath and I met each other out there in Nashville, and he's from Oklahoma. He's from a little town in Oklahoma called Vian. And he wanted to hear all about the bombing and being a fireman. He told me, he goes, "When I was growing up, I wanted to be a fireman or a country music singer." I said, "You made a great choice." back then, they were big. It was the 90s.
Right.
So I ended up leaving the fire service altogether and moving out to Nashville. Went to work for Gibson Guitars when I first got out there.
Dang.
And built dobros, banjos, and mandolins for the bluegrass division. Little bear.
Yeah.
So Heath and I became friends, and I quit Gibson. Ended up going out on the road with Heath and Ricochet. Ended up driving their bus for a couple of years. Drove buses for other artists out there, Hank Jr., Lou Rawls,
all through Nashville, like all through
Bogus. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So I did the touring thing for a while as a bus driver, and then ended up coming back to California. And one of my good buddies, Robert, he was a police officer down in Salinas, and we had started as firemen together. And he'd been bugging me to get into the police academy. So in 2000, I went to the police academy in Modesto and ended up going to work for Dos Palace for a year, and then Merced County Sheriff's Department for, I probably shouldn't say all that stuff. Right
yeah.
Yeah.
That's up to you. You're retired.
I'm retired.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
retired.
retired. So you can say just the people that are active in their jobs. You don't want to say.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm over all that. And then ended up working the last 14 years for this other city department.
All right.
Nice. Nice.
So
we got some little pictures of you.
Yeah, they're so a couple of them are from the SWAT team where I used to work down in Merced. The one upside down, we were putting on a training for the SWAT team, and so we were rappelling down the tower at Merced Fire Department.
Oh, nice.
And the Harley there, I rode it for the police officers memorial run. So that was actually, I was very, very flattered to do that. That was very special for me.
That's awesome.
But good times in all of them for sure.
Nice. So what made you decide to retire?
I'm an old motherfucker.
The chance to do it.
No, I honestly,
I
love the job. I ended up, my wife is 12 years younger than me, and when we had kids, we decided that one of us was going to be home raising them. Daycare is not going to raise them, and I told her I'll quit my job, and she's a dental hygienist, or excuse me, God, she'd kill me. She was an orthodontal assistant.
Okay.
For years. And she said, "No, I'll stay home." So I stayed with law enforcement, and we were getting to the point where I could retire, which was in 2000. And I ended up getting injured right before I retired. And I fought an injury with my shoulder for almost 3 years. And that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I decided I had enough. I'll fix my own shoulder. And I retired about 7 months ago.
7 months ago.
Yep.
So you're newly retired.
Yeah.
You ain't that old. Plus you got a wife that's
I'm
12
old,
years
dude. I'm 54 years old.
Damn.
I don't feel it. I feel about 70.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have.
Hey, the way I saw you walking around on that football field, no. Nah, you look good. You look good. We were throwing that tarp in the pouring ass rain that day.
Oh, man. I tell you what, that was the greatest.
Yeah.
That field, that game.
That game was
I'll tell
everything
you what,
about it.
We we'll finish up, and then we'll do a little random questions on the end.
Well,
Little Q&A.
I'll just tell a little excerpt so to kind of set the stage of that game. So we're talking the state football game, right? Houston, where we live, and we're playing a team from Pasadena and called Muir, and they play on a turf field
all year long.
That's all they've ever seen.
Yeah.
We play
They
on
don't
a grass
have grass fields in Southern
Yeah.
California
No.
for the last 15 years.
Yeah. We play an all grass natural field.
Yeah.
And our coach sent them for their practice the morning of to a field that was turf.
Yeah, they didn't see
So they
grass
didn't
until
practice
when
at all.
Yeah,
And
warmed up.
reading all the articles was hilarious because they're like, oh yeah, we're pouring water on the ball and we're getting ready. It's like, no. Are you practicing for water, mud, everything else?
The first hit, dude, on that running back.
And
That
he's all,
first hit was like poof. It just
the ball went flying.
It was awesome, bro.
It
Was it like 9 fumbles?
Oh, dude,
I mean,
there
it was.
was
You
so
you
great.
could honestly probably write a movie about that.
Oh, it was great.
But
dude.
the worst, the one moment that pissed me off during the whole game is the refs going to, and my son's the center, right?
Mhm.
The refs going to hand him the ball and drops it right in the mud. Right in the mud. My son asked him, "Can you wipe it off?" No. Are you serious? You're not going to wipe it off? No. Snap, fumbled snap.
Fumble.
It was like, bro, that
So,
was on you, ref.
Did you? I don't know if you saw me down there on the sidelines. Almost every play I was trying to get a hold of that ball to wipe it off.
Oh,
I
well,
went
appreciate
through
that.
150 towels
I wouldn't
trying to keep that ball dry.
Well, I think
that play
Aiden
you're
had like
talking
100
about-
of them.
Yeah.
I that play you're talking about, I remember it distinctive. I'm covered in mud. We didn't care. It was great.
No.
And I handed it to the ball boy. The ball boy handed it to the ref, and the ref walked out there and dropped it.
Yeah. And Aiden
my
straight up asked, "Can you wipe it back off?" No. And
Yeah.
boom, fumbled snap.
Hey,
So
but you know what? It's a W, baby.
it was a W. It was
No
a
matter
W.
how it
Anyways,
happened, dude. It was it was
It's a
great.
W.
Back to you guys. Back to our regular schedule.
Oh, I don't get to throw my 2 cents in.
You can.
Yeah.
Throw your 2 cents in.
So when I graduated from Downey, I went over, played.
Okay, so anyway, Mike. No.
I got to get my claim to fame in there. I got to coach a
Not Downey fans over here.
I got-
especially for kids who
Forget
transfer
it.
out.
Never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, go,
I'll
Mike.
let
Go.
you.
Or go
No,
ahead.
I was gonna let him kind of jump on the back of the Downey transfer. So yeah, no, forget it now. It ain't even worth it. Anyways, back to
Sorry, buddy.
That's all good.
I'm sorry.
I was just saying I got to coach a head coach of a state winning.
You did. He
Football.
did. He coached King.
I coached King. I coached King at Johansson.
He did.
Did you really?
Yeah, his
Yeah.
junior and senior year. Yeah.
See, Eric's not so young.
No, I'm 48.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm 40. Yeah. King. Yeah. King was our
That
quarterback.
tells you how young King is.
Yeah.
damn it.
King was a quarterback. He looks like a center.
Yeah.
Well,
Just kidding. I hope you're looking. I hope you're watching, Sean.
No, he is. I guarantee you. He
I
is.
guarantee you. Yeah.
I
He
guarantee
might.
you.
You
he
know,
is.
you never know.
Anyways, so Pat, you retired 7 months ago. So the whole reason we reached out is obviously Blue Line. We appreciate the stories behind it. So Pat and Britton, where did Blue Line, how did Blue Line come to life?
By accident.
Really?
Completely by accident. We when we formed the band, everybody in the band, we all worked at the department that we all worked at. Actually, I could stay because none of us work there now. Series PD.
Yeah, there you go.
So our guitar player, who works for another city now, he called me and said, "Hey man," he goes, "I heard you sing," and I'm like, "I don't really call it that," but he goes, "Well, I play guitar," and it's weird that you work next to these guys for years and years. Their lives are in your hand. Your lives, or our lives are in their hand. Theirs is in ours, and you don't really know them. Like you know him, but I didn't know he played guitar, and I worked with him for years and years. And I'm like, "Well, how long you been playing guitar?" He's like, 20 years.
Oh, wow.
So he goes, "Well, let's get together." So we sat out by my pool in our backyard there and just messed around with acoustic guitar and sang parts of songs and different stuff. And then we come to work and Britton comes up to us and goes, "Well, I play the drums." And again, we both go, "What?" Of course, punk rock band.
Yeah.
punk rock history. But anyway, so another guy came up, said, "Hey, I play rhythm guitar, and hey, so we're like, hey, let's get together one day." So on a whim, we go to Britton's old house years ago in Riverbank, and we get together, and there's guys that were never in the band that were with us there that day.
Yeah.
And we were doing like parts of Creed songs and, this stuff that was so far out of my range or anybody else's.
Who knew what?
Yeah, it was whatever.
More cowbell. More cowbell.
What's on your playlist right now?
Right.
So we ended up leaving that day, and we got on, text messages and phone calls and said, "Hey, let's put a list together of songs." So we did, and we farted around with them. And then one of our sergeants at the PD, he was turning 50, and he's actually just retired. So that tells you how he's 50. He'll be 60 now. He'll be 60, so it'll be almost 10 years. We played our very first gig in front of people was at his 50th birthday out in Atwater at his dad's ranch. And the best thing about that whole show, the best thing was that we built this stage. I mean, we were rock stars. I just got to tell you.
Yeah.
We were at the top right then. So we built this whole big stage because we're going to put on this big performance, and we have Britton's drums right in the back there, and it's beautiful. And he's backed up to the pasture that has the biggest billy goat you ever saw in your life. So about third song in, Britton's going like this. Like, dude, what's the matter? He goes, "The billy goat keeps biting me. He's up on top of the fence." And he's biting him in the ass. So he's trying to play the drums while this billy goat biting him.
Oh, that's awesome.
It literally was by accident. And we started, well, let's go find somewhere in public to play. And the first place, 2014, and out in actual literal public was the Tap Room in Modesto.
Oh, nice.
They were gracious enough they're like, who are you? We're like, we're nobody.
We're trying to come in and play some music.
They said, all right, we'll pay you this amount of money to play. We're like, you're going to pay us? Okay.
So I'm assuming when you guys put together the playlist for the birthday party, it was more in your wheelhouse type music.
Oh,
right?
very much so. It was 99% country stuff.
I would say that after we had tried dabbling in some of these rock songs, we quickly realized that really what we should be playing is country. And
I can't sing all the other shit.
And honestly, I attribute that to we were looking for a bass player, and I reached out to Modesto PD, and I was like, "Hey, you guys have any?" I reached out to several agencies. I was like, "Does anybody play bass?" And like someone was like, "Yeah, we got this guy John Flora plays bass, and he was a cop at Modesto. He's long since retired, but we were jamming, and he goes, we really should be playing country songs," and we all agreed. And we all have, even though we like rock and a bunch of different variety of songs,
all kinds of
we all still like country. You know what I mean? I mean, we live in the Central Valley, like it's a country area, right? So we have an appreciation for that.
Yes. When your website says based out of Oakdale, California.
Yeah.
I don't think we're doing much punk rock, but
yeah. So I sold my house in Riverbank and bought a house in Oakdale. So we are now in Oakdale. We've been Oakdale for the last like 9 years.
Oakdale, bud.
Yeah.
I actually graduated from there.
I
actually graduated from East Stanislaus. I was a bad kid.
That's all right.
No, they actually have a merch with Dying Breed. They have a collaboration.
Nice.
But all their clothes are sold out, so you can't buy any. But
you can if you go to the show.
Yeah,
we have.
There you go.
We're sold out. We have some reserve for the show. If you go to the show at Dying Breed in Oakdale, we have extra shirts.
So we have
speaking of that, let's just get to that. You guys are going to be performing at P. Wexford's March 17th.
Let's pop it up.
I'll slow it down.
And it's fixed, by the way, Britton.
17th. It is a 21 plus 3313 McHenry Avenue. Starts at 2:00. Go get some green beer.
P. Wexford's.
Yeah.
P. Wex. That's the biggest St. Patrick's Day party in this area.
They shut down the whole parking lot.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. They do it every year. if you're gonna party on St. Patrick's Day, you got to go to Pete Weddings.
Well, and
Yeah,
the
Pete
food,
Weddings.
their bar is amazing, their food's amazing, and the music is going to be amazing.
And they chill their beer glass.
They're just going to have a couple DJs. They're going to do a DJ before us and a DJ after.
Oh,
we're
nice.
We're going to start at 6.
Dude.
So it's St. Patrick's Day, so it's day drinking.
And it's on a Friday, so everybody can not
Call in
go to
sick.
work the next
They
day.
got to leave work early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless they're
exactly.
retired.
Oh, Nana Penny. Okay, my whole family's covered now. Nana Penny's in.
All right.
I
And
know.
then we got the rodeo. So that's rodeo weekend.
Rodeo weekend at Dying Breed.
Worst weekend of my life every year when I
Uh,
lived in Oakdale.
That will be the biggest show in Oakdale by far. Rodeo weekend. We get 1,000 people packed into Dying Breed.
Wow.
It literally is the biggest show.
It's
Wow.
best time.
It's the
I've
best.
never been to Dying Breed.
You've never been to
Okay.
And,
So
I'm a beer drinker, obviously.
Here's the deal,
they,
Eric.
they have a nice stage, but
Oh.
1,000 people fitting in
Oh
there?
yeah.
Holy crap.
It's a constant. Well, so we played the last couple of years for the rodeo. When they did it in August during the COVID era,
Yeah.
packed, couldn't move in the place. It was fantastic. Then they did it the normal time in April the following year, and off the chain, like literally a line down the block to get in.
And it's great because it's a
Get
cul-de-sac.
there early, grab a beer, come have drinks with us. Eric, are you gonna come?
Is it? I think that's a shout out.
I think
that
it's a
is.
challenge.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
Guess who's off on Fridays
Huh?
or Saturdays?
That's Saturday,
Saturday.
8
Who's off on
p.m.
Saturdays?
It's early night.
Early night.
I get
Yeah,
up
we
early
start
Sunday.
at what, 7:30?
8 o'clock. Shows 8 o'clock on here.
Yeah, show up
He
at
said it
7.
starts for me at 7:30.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
He gets a private
Show for me.
It's
at
a private
7:30.
show at 7:30. Blue Line and Eric only.
I do
I
have
know
no.
about private shows.
I live in
Yeah.
River Point, bro.
all
We
the
do nothing but.
CVMA guys, the CVMA
CVMA
guys.
guys. Listen, we're fancy, bro.
Angry.
You need a code to come see us.
All right, so real quick, we could come back. We got the tarmac in April on April 15th.
What's Red, White, and Boots? What's
Red, White, and
7,000 Maze Boulevard?
The Tarmac is a music festival. It's an all-day festival down there at the Tarmac Brewery. It's Blaker Brewery. They own
You
it.
screwed that up.
What's that?
You screwed it. It's Blaker Brewing at the Tarmac.
Yeah, but it's called the
The
tarmac.
Tarmac.
It's
It's
called
what
the
it is.
Tarmac, but
Yeah.
Blaker Brewery owns it.
Have
Our
you guys
body.
checked that place out? You guys seen that place? It's amazing.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's like
Fantastic.
an adult playground. It's
Shout out to
amazing.
Raul, who was the manager there for a while.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be there. We're going to headline that show down there, and then Red, White, and Boots out at Twin Rivers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was
That's what we
thinking
were trying to figure
7,000
out.
Maze Boulevard.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, we're going to go out in there's a field out there.
We're like,
Well, they had that.
or you're in the hood. I mean, I don't
Those are
know.
the best parties, man.
So-
Those are the
Yeah.
best parties.
Red, White, and Boots, they put it on last year. We played it last year. It was fantastic. The owners have revamped that whole facility.
Yep.
It's
That's
not
right.
like it used to
Blizzard
be
still?
years ago. You had to ride your motorcycle there. You can. We did. But it's a phenomenal facility. They've really brought it up. It's really nice in the back. Nice stage, nice tables, everything.
Nice.
Sounds
And
like
then-
a CVMA 33-2 stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we got wrapping up the year so far. We got Utter Place.
And that's our local stomping ground. I mean, we get 1,000 of our closest friends there at our place, and we just party.
That's our home field.
That's our home field.
That's on.
And we booked those dates because we love playing there. They're phenomenal people. There's never been an issue with us there. And to get the amount of people we get in that place per the fire code.
Yeah. We abide by all laws.
You
They
are
leave the back
Blue
door
Line.
open. They leave the back door open.
Utter Place has been great to us, so that we kind of covet that as our little home field.
Turlock knows how to party.
It's a good time.
And it looks like Eric made the comment 11/11 is Memorial Day. you guys know that?
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
Okay, Veterans Day.
I said Memorial. Memorial's
that's all good.
in.
It's all good.
Memorial's in May.
Yeah.
Veterans Day is 11/11,
So
and we're gonna party the heck out of that place on Veterans Day. Let me tell you.
The heck. He said the heck. We're going to party the fuck out of that place.
there you go. There you go.
Sorry.
What,
Come on.
Nana? I think
Oh.
that used to be my old Doss's Butters. Man.
What?
You're about as drunk as I am. I love you though. And she don't even drink anymore.
Or less.
Oh,
Angelic Wines right there, bud.
Angelic Wines.
AngelicWines.com.
That is Angelic Wines right there. And Eric's more the beer drinker. He just
I need a
he just
chaser.
he just tries to drink wine every once in a while.
So being that you guys are all about veterans and that kind of stuff, I knew that a little bit, but when I came in over here, I wore this sweatshirt, Black Gun Company. I don't know if you're familiar with it. One of my good buddies and his good buddies, Hector Polito, who's also a police officer, former Army. This is his company.
Black Gun Company.
Black Gun Company.
There is an email sent. I need help. There is
Okay.
an
you
email
already
sent.
sent him an
I saw when I saw your shirt, I'm like, sucker.
email?
Just like
So where's he out of?
I would not say what city he works for, but he
Oh,
worked with us.
Okay. So he lives locally.
He's local.
Now,
He's one of the greatest dudes you'll ever meet.
Well, hopefully we get to meet him on the show.
yeah, I'm definitely going to resend them.
what
Oh,
is
I
Black-
guarantee it.
Real quick, what's Black Gun Company about?
Him and his partner, his buddy, started this company, holy cow, years and years ago.
Yeah.
And it just started as a Black Gun Company, let's make a shirt, let's make some hats. Cool. Yeah. Well, it's taken off. In all honesty, so the blue line shirts that we make
Mhm.
are the same exact t-shirts that they make. They use, they print. The most comfortable shirt you will ever put on in your life.
I love
Promise
that.
you. They don't wrinkle, they don't stretch, anyway, I could go on and on. Black Gun Company.
So is that just
You got
kind
their
of a
Instagram.
profit, or does he give back, or?
Does he want to
Oh,
support?
he absolutely gives back. Yeah.
Well, the
He's
reason I asked is we're actually, I don't know if you heard at the beginning, I'm working with a Marine Corps veteran that we actually met through our show, Tom Ettinger, and we're launching, and we're actually using somebody who does t-shirts here in Houston. And we're actually launching a t-shirt and clothing line for him called Sit Rep 22.
Nice.
So, and that's going to go directly towards, he's actually working on a technology we're working on in the background, a technology to kind of make the world around veterans smaller, so we can hopefully combat,
Closer.
yeah. Well, smaller in meaning, yes, closer, making it closer. You're right. Damn it. My English is so good all the
I
time.
know what you meant.
Well, in my terms, I think about it making it a smaller world so everybody's closer to them, right?
So I have a story about the way Mike uses the word little.
Oh, and Melvin's
And then Melvin's
Weird
one-
that you went like that.
So we're new. Sorry, Mikey.
we're
So we're
new.
new. And this gentleman, Melvin Gatewood, has a plaque back here of a flag. And he's got I almost said it too. He has a purple heart that's hanging on the wall. And Mike goes, oh, he's like,
Knowing full well
yeah.
what it is,
yeah,
not
knowing what is trying
just
to be
my
funny.
English wasn't
goes,
good that night.
huh,
man.
There's like a little medal up there on the wall. And it was like, I was like, and then they was like, and then Melvin was like,
Well, some people,
and it was like,
and I felt like,
yeah,
just
it was like that.
shove my foot.
But
in
it
my
was just
mouth
funny
right
'cause
there.
Mel was like, well, some people wouldn't call it little. And Mike's like, Mike got so red in the face. I'm like,
And I'm
yeah,
already
he
red.
didn't
in the
mean it
face.
like
I
that.
really
Like,
do.
just, the way the words go
Yeah.
out of your
Here's the
mouth.
greatest thing. We know where your heart is.
Yeah.
There's
Mike
no
does that-
denying. There's no
Yeah.
denying that.
Yeah,
Because
Well, I
you wouldn't be
appreciate
doing what you're doing.
Yeah. And Mikey
it
does such
wasn't.
a great job. He does such a good job on this thing. And obviously we try to keep it lighthearted and joking around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I knew what he was saying, but being new and we're trying to be very compassionate, understanding, and all that good stuff. And then just the way we talk, and I'm like, oh, that little purple heart. That's
We're
on the
shitheads.
We're
Anyways, I do want to say your logo for your name is badass.
It is dope, dude. It really is.
Who designed that? Dude, that is like what font is that? Oh, look at we got.
I'm not telling that.
It's used all over the place.
It is used all over the place.
Shannon.
It's badass. Look at we got another artist, another rock artist right here.
Dude, Shannon's legit. He's got a great
Shannon
Book.
Shannon Book.
Yeah.
So the logo. So you just found because that's not a normal font by any means.
It's called Bleeding Cowboy.
It's called Bleeding Cowboys. It is actually a free font. Right. Ours is a capital B, capital L, rest is lowercase. It's really not that simple. We started 9 years ago, like Pat was talking about. This was just kind of a bunch of buddies getting together and jamming. We never really thought it was going to take off like it has. Seriously, honestly, it's pretty amazing. We actually have a following right now of people, that will go to every show.
That's all Dying Breed.
It's going to be Dying Breed. Look at these pictures. This is what we're all about. We're a party band. It's grown to something well beyond what we expected it was going to be. We never thought it was going to be that big. So when I picked the logo, I was just like, some fun and doing things so I could, advertise for maybe a show here and there. And actually, honestly, I turned down more shows than we do. We are in high demand. Every place we've ever played has asked for us to come back. We are so blessed. We're so happy that they've done that. And really what it is we bring a positive attitude. And a lot of that I attribute to Pat. Pat is,
he's shocked. What?
Me?
No, it's true. It's true, man. Because I've had a lot of
kind of a jerk out at the football. No, I'm just kidding.
I've had a lot of owners of venues, say like, you guys bring such a positive, patriotic vibe to your shows. We never have fights at our shows.
And if we do, we're in them.
Yeah.
The name is
Blue Line. Like they're going to get picked up.
No, but it's true, right? Like we set this tone of like, tip your waiters and waitresses, tip the bartenders, love one another. Like we're all about country and community. And, we talk a lot about veterans. We're going to play that Veteran Day show on 11/11. We're really big about like, stuff that's kind of bigger than us. And the venues love that. They love that. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot different than, some of the other shows that may not necessarily be about that.
Right.
Well, to me,
go ahead, Pat.
No. You go. You're the man. Your show. I'm on your show.
It's actually your show.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk, damn it.
Shannon Book. And Shannon, we're in California. Even though these guys are law enforcement or ex-law enforcement, I'm sure they care. But
Shannon, I love it.
Shannon's awesome.
Is that because everyone's carrying?
Fuck yeah, we're carrying.
Maybe we're carrying.
That is probably why.
Why do you think I wear baggy clothes?
Yeah.
But here's the deal: if there's going to be a shooting at our show, we're shooting back.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Now I know what show I can go to, so I could have some fun.
Oh, you can do whatever you want. But getting back to what I like Shannon. I've never even met him.
Well, he's on
he's
YouTube.
awesome,
He's got he's got some great songs too.
He's got one that made me cry on this show.
Yeah, Eric literally in tears over.
But you can't make fun of me though.
Over Dear Mom. So he's got some great music.
Yeah.
Is he he's a musician?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Shannon,
come on stage with us.
Shannon, come play with us.
Dude, come on stage with it. We have people come on stage all the time, sing songs.
Come to our area.
We've had people jump on the drum set.
Here's the deal. We are an audience participation show. And I say this at every one of our shows. If you're not having fun, we're not having fun. We're here for your entertainment. Dancing monkey. We're here for you. Me more so because we can't really dance too much behind the drums. But we get people, I tell them, I said, if you know the words to the song, if you want to sing,
Get on up.
Grab the microphone from me. This is us. This is not some touring act coming in from Nashville or Southern California or wherever. We're here with you. We're you.
Right.
If you're not having a good time, I guarantee you we're not gonna.
I'll tell you what, the shows are. I mean, there is energy. There's energy. There's, like I said, there's
dude, just looking at those pictures.
Which is weird because I'm 54 and I'm like, what am I doing on this bar?
Look at he'll be in Anaheim in April.
Dude, I got gas money. I got gas money, bro.
What's that?
Got to get you 5 hours north, buddy.
I got gas money, and I may be able to swing to go pick his ass up.
Do it. You got to pick a load up, right? Just work it out.
Yeah. He don't.
Hey, I'll team drive with you. Let's go. I got a Class A. Let's do this.
Hey, you know what I need is I need a discount code for all the shit that I have in this basket.
Speeding ticket.
Black Gunco. I just have like $300 worth of it.
Eric's over here buying.
Yeah, I got a shirt, a hat, a couple stickers.
Nice.
He's the ultra supporter.
Yeah, I'm such a girl when it comes to
Shannon's all right.
Shannon, I'll ride the trailer. Oh, bud, you're up front. You better start learning how to shift gears.
Yeah. Hey, how's this work? How do you count again?
We're not even real truckers out there in Tracy, man. We're like plastic cowboys. We're steering wheel holders. Automatics. Oh, what's the D? What's the R?
Nice.
Dude, it's awesome.
See,
they're gonna pay me that money.
But this is what our show's about: is having fun like this, kind of like their shows, right? And
oh man.
So I did want to say, like, one of the things for Sit Rep and for Contagion Effect, we are trying.
We want it so bad, bro.
To put together a concert, because I don't know, Pat, if you being around Houston, the Flying Blind concerts, like I'm the one who did one of the original Flying Blind concerts for football at downtown. But I actually want to get, obviously Britton's, vet. You guys are all about, the law enforcement world. We have Shannon, we have Scotty who does our intro. We have Schaefer. We got a couple other people we talked to. I want to put together a fundraising concert over at the
Fruit
Yard because it holds like 10,000. That would be bad.
It holds 4,700.
Oh, they say like 10,000 on their site or something.
47. No. But I'm with you because we're talking about the same stuff. I've been in contact with them about putting on something like this. And this would be actually perfect because they want to do a military first responder tribute. Dude. Trust me, I'm getting chills right now when you said that.
Well, that's what we have. In Riverbank, you have American Veterans First, who the Woods are very involved in as well. We have Sit Rep 22 that we really want to get this technology. I can't share what the technology is.
Get that right?
Yeah.
No,
get a
did you see Derek?
Tom Nitty.
He's got the triangle.
I'll play. I'll open for him. The triangle.
Hell yeah! Open nothing. You're closing the show, bud. If you could throw a cowbell in, we're golden.
Hey, I can handle the cowbell. I think.
Yeah, DT would definitely be. He was yelling.
I need Britton to count for me though.
Yeah.
Oh, you're screwed then.
Yeah, no, we were, dude.
Look at Shannon's already down, so we just gotta, if we because we
will work it out. I guarantee you we'll work it out. So we were talking about this same thing. We were talking about another level because I was telling you earlier about Heath Wright from Ricochet.
Right.
Yeah.
He wants to come play, him and his band. He wants to bring other acts that are on the same management company, Wade Hayes, Jamie O'Neill, different. Those aren't exactly who's coming, but 90s country.
DB, Deliberate Broken, yes.
So we're this is actually, it's awesome that you said this because we need to get together to do this. And it will be probably the biggest event they've had at Fruit Yard.
It would be fucking badass.
And it would be because it's veteran.
And they're down.
Yeah.
So that's not even a question. Joe is down.
Oh, by the way, Scotty just opened at a Super Bowl party, at a Crown Royale Super Bowl party for Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the intro song.
what did Dave Grohl do? Play the drums or guitar?
No, I think he did. I think he did what, Foo Fighters stuff. So
That's
cool.
Foo Fighters.
Hell yes.
Foo Fighters.
Hell yes.
No, I love
that's hey, and then we want to invite all our guys. You know, we got Derek part of another podcast that's all veterans.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Shannon saying give you his number. So, dude.
All right, number is 3, right?
It was,
hell yes.
Yeah, we'll get that to you.
All right.
That's
all right. We have extension cords. We can make it powered.
He said 6. His number's 6.
It's 6.
There you go.
We're gonna make this happen. This is this is phenomenal.
This was meant to be.
It's how this place works.
We've been, dude, if you go back and listen to a lot of our shows, we've actually
the first show with one of our sponsors.
Oh yeah,
Tamara Polito.
Yeah, because she's a lender for VA, and I try to, I'm real estate, but I try to sell house. Like I want to only sell to veterans because I think that's badass. And I do a whole thing for first responders and all that. So.
You'll play your Les Paul acoustic and sign it, and then we'll raffle it off.
Yeah.
Les Paul acoustic.
He's like, whoa.
Well, and I actually,
hey, put your helmet back on.
Yeah, easy, bro. The guy who can't play.
I actually already started a conversation too with Mitchell Harley. Like if we could do some kind of raffle with it and give it away that night as part of like the ticket process, So that's obviously got to be. Oh, look at Kim! Look at that.
Boda.
No plug.
Kim Boda saying love Blue Line, loving them.
Kim Boda.
Helmet.
I love you, Kim. Where's your husband? So her husband. Her son.
I think it's empty, Pat.
He's shaking it.
Yeah, no, he's like, come on,
baby. There's one more drop in that.
Damn, you guys went through that whole.
Paparazzi took your wine.
Paparazzi took my wine. We call my wife Paparazzi because she takes pictures of us all the time. Anyways, so we know the schedule. It sucks because I was like, all right, what's the name? Like, where'd the name come from? Obviously, we know that, right? Now you guys do, and don't kill me, but I went to the playlist because on your website you guys have the playlist, so it's mainly cover songs, right?
Oh yeah,
it's all cover songs. We do a mix of like newer country. We do some of the older 90s country. We kind of mix it up a little bit. There is some like rock songs kind of sprinkled in, like Footloose and things like that.
Right. But that's like get the party kind of going.
Yeah, the party songs.
Right.
It's definitely we put a lot of thought and energy into our playlist.
Right.
We have like 2 slow songs. Yeah. and I think we'll only play one a night.
Yeah.
And you probably do it at double speed.
Yeah.
Hey, last dance of the night. Get your couple of meet on out on the dance
floor. Get your hands on our ass. Let's go.
We talk about writing an original tune. And we've talked about it for years. But here's the deal. We are not trying to be anybody.
Right.
We're not trying to be stars. We're not trying to be recording artists. We want to go and give people a good time. And I don't care if we get paid or we do it for free or whatever, because when we started this thing, we all had careers. We all had money that fed our families. We didn't do this for a living, where I totally understand some musicians, this is what they do for a living.
Yeah.
Right.
They have to get every nickel they can. And I totally understand that. But that's not us. Right. It never has been. It's never been about the money. In fact, I've never taken a nickel from the money we've gotten paid over 9 years. It goes into band funds. Yeah. It puts fuel in the bus. Mm-hmm. It stocks the bus with
stuff,
things to drink.
We're a mobile party when we show up. You guys have been there. For the people who haven't been there before, we bring our 40-foot bus. It's a fully stocked bar. Our close friends come on board there. We're really all about just having that kind of break. And if you know anything about law enforcement, you know that most people will say you need a hobby. You need something that takes you away from, the dark places that profession brings you.
Right.
Yeah.
And really, that's why we've been so close as a brotherhood with this band. We've been together 9 years, and that's a lot longer than a lot of bands, I will tell you. And the reason for that is because of our history, our background, our camaraderie, and the fact that
where I could tell Britton to go fuck himself. Yeah. And tomorrow we're gonna have breakfast.
Yeah, exactly.
Aw, how cute.
Well, we hold hands and we skip
Sam's
it.
Cafe. Sam's Cafe.
So don't judge us.
We'll go. We'll be there.
Cute.
Sam's Cafe is phenomenal.
Sam
It is.
Not every band has that, right? Like there's a lot of band drama. If you've ever been a part of a band or know anyone who has been, or even fucking watch TV, there's a lot of drama in bands, and we're able to kind of get past that because of, I think, our history, our background, what it's all about. We're a law enforcement band.
Emily, that's my sister-in-law.
Well, and I think the fact that, what Pat said is the reason you guys are doing it, right, Britton, is nobody has, I don't think there's any egos that are, I'm sure people have egos, but they're not towards the band, right? It
Not us.
Nothing to do with the band. So
none of us are bigger than the other.
right.
None of us are more important.
Right.
Everybody has a say.
Yeah.
Even the newest guy, because we've had new guys come into the band. We've tried guitar players out and stuff like that. And they're when they walk in, they're us, because we're not trying to be that star. We don't want, it's not us.
Just out here having some fun, man.
We want to have fun ourselves, of course. We want to give the people the best time of that week or that night or whatever it is of that year. It could be who knows. We want to give them the best time when they're with us. And the people that work in the venues we play, the bartenders, the waitresses, the security staff, we want them to make the most money they ever made that night.
That's badass.
Because that's what it's about. Give it to them. They're serving us. They're paying us to have a good time.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
There you go. Blue Line. Look at Charlotte saying Blue Line is a family.
It is.
There you go.
It really is. And it's not just the original guy or it's anybody involved with us. It's our fans. It's our regulars, people that leave other concerts because we're playing somewhere.
Yeah.
Like touring concerts, and they come because we're playing, and I'm just like, okay, your elevator doesn't go all the way to the top, but thank you for coming.
Hey, take it.
No,
it.
It's flattering. It really is.
We do have a serious question though on your playlist.
Okay, I don't believe you now.
I put it up and then I was like, dude, we were in a serious conversation. I was like, all right, this is pretty funny.
All right, what is it?
No MC Hammer?
Well, there
I
was.
want to see him do the hammer dance.
I have the pants. You guys probably aren't old enough for the pants.
Come on, bro.
Oh, bro,
Come on,
come
bro.
on.
Come on.
Why is
You're
it
40, what, 40 nothing?
48.
48. I got 2
They're
grandkids.
old enough. They're old
You
enough.
even have 2
Oh, yeah.
You need 2 grandkids.
You're okay. Your jammies were MC jammies.
Man, too short.
Yeah, come on. I
Exactly. They were too short for you. They're MC jammies.
San Jose and
Mikey's the
hip-hop,
ghetto of the
I'm-
show.
I'm the ghetto.
Hey, real quick though,
Sure.
honestly, you do a cover, so this actually kind of goes with it. The Modesto Nuts organization is looking for national anthem auditions March 16th from 2 to 6. If you guys are interested, how dope would that be?
Okay.
Man, I
And
doesn't wanna sing
on
it.
top of
Maybe
that,
that's not in his wheelhouse.
but here's the
It
thing:
is.
they also have a Veterans Day game.
We've played
We
at
did it.
the Modesto Nuts before.
Yeah,
We played over there. They didn't like the fact we had alcohol on our bus.
Oh,
Because I
But
brought
they
the bus
sell it.
into the. I brought the bus.
Oh,
into
you went on to the.
and I totally understand that. But it was.
Dude,
but maybe you didn't like their alcohol.
but you have a Thirsty Thursday. You have dollar beers.
They do. We don't.
Yeah.
We'll play again.
No.
We have dollar
They got
whiskey.
free beers. No.
Dollar
We have,
whiskeys.
yeah, we have dollar whiskeys with a $1 coupon.
Whiskey showers.
We'll play. We'll go with the Modesto Nuts again. We've done
Oh,
it
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
It was a good time. We'll do it
Just the
again.
bus is gonna have to stay
They're
outside.
But
And
they're great people.
I understand why. I just like to throw that out there to complain.
Hey, next year then I have a request. I'd like the Blue Line bus in the Houston Huskies game
Which one?
at the field.
Because I'll drive it right in there.
Yeah.
I've offered many times when they said, "Well, we don't know if we can get a bus to the game." I go, "I got 2 buses." Kids might be
No
driving
problems.
The kids will play really, really good.
I really
I
lose.
take all the alcohol off the bus.
Well, where's the fun in that then?
Yeah, parachute.
True for us.
Law enforcement. Psh.
Yeah, I
They're the
know.
hardcore
And I'm
party.
retired. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
I still care. I tell you
So-
what, I am super, super flattered that you guys asked us onto your show.
Dude, we are the
Very much.
ones because we're like, I feel like we're little.
No,
we still got a lot of room to grow as a show, and talking to veterans, but to have the opportunity to you guys, you bring up your name and there's some people that just go crazy.
oh, they're geeked out.
they're
Yeah.
and so to have you
No,
guys
they really do, honestly. And like I said, man, like I knew I've known of you guys for a long time. I've seen a couple of shows. Well, I've been at a couple of venues when you guys have played. I'll put it that way. And when I got the
I hear
response,
you.
yeah, no, I heard them. They're awesome. They do a great job, right? And like I said, it is a party and it's fun and everyone's having a good time. And there's none of that clash going on, right? But when I got the response, I was like, hey, dude, like this could be something. Like I was all geeked. And then I told Mike, I'm like, hey, bro, like Blue Line. He goes, Blue Line. I said, yeah, dude, they
Well,
play
I
it
see the
uttered and they
name
play all.
and
I
then
mean,
it just didn't.
yeah.
You hear so much Blue
So,
Line stuff. And
like I appreciate you guys, answering the message call and joining us. Like I said, man, we are veteran, we are LEO, we support everyone who supports everyone, right? This is our
Match
give.
made in heaven.
Yeah, it's our give back.
literally at this point, because we're going to be talking.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm telling you, I know
Yeah,
where to
but-
find you now.
Exactly. Because that's how I'm like, dude, we're like, I knew you were at the meeting, and then I'm like, and then when you mentioned you're, helping out the freshman team,
Yep.
like, all right. So that's
good.
it's awesome. And what's funny is we haven't had a lot of local people.
I was
on
just
our
going to bring
show.
that up, man. We've been
Really?
stuck in Nebraska, bro.
Yeah,
like Midwest.
We've
for a
been like
full minute,
Where-
dude.
been
where
in
in
Nebraska for like 10
North
shows.
Platte, Ashland,
Omaha,
between
Omaha?
Lincoln and Omaha.
Lincoln.
Yeah, dude, we're Mikey might not be, but I'm going to some hillbilly hick town in the middle of nowhere for
Go to
an
Hero
awesome
Fest.
Hero Fest. Hero Fest 2023. It's basically what we want to do out here, but they've got all these guys. Scotty Hastings is going to be there. They have it's literally just people getting together and supporting everyone.
Yeah.
right?
Where's it at?
It's
Where's it at?
gonna be
In the middle of nowhere, bro. I'm telling you, right?
That's
It's like-
good. That's
Yeah.
where it should be.
Omaha.
it's in the
You know
Omaha,
why? Because you
Lincoln
can
area.
blow shit up.
Yeah.
no, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, yeah,
That's
Nebraska.
what I'm
Yeah,
afraid
CDT.
of.
That's what I'm afraid of. Like we're though Ashland and man, I should have it off. So Derek,
Got a computer in front of you.
I know, but then I gotta look over here and my setup's not set up. And
You
So
can't
it's in
look back.
Nebraska. When is it?
it's September 9th,
September
Stop.
9th in
Ashland, Nebraska. And I believe I said it right.
Thank you. You did.
Thank you, DT.
Hero
Hero
Stock
Stock.
2023.
September 9th,
Ashland,
Ashland,
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
There you go.
Can we
There's-
play there?
Thank you,
If we
Scott.
can play there, I got 2 buses that'll
Oh
roll.
my gosh.
dude,
Hey,
you're-
can I drive one?
Jason Steiner.
Yes. I hope so. You know why? Because I'm always the driver.
Yeah, he's a
We
class
love a
A.
break. So if you can
I
drive
would
it.
love to sit in the back and just drink a fucking beer.
Round the Bend
Look
Steakhouse.
at-
That's what it was. Round
Look
the
at
Bend
and actually,
Steakhouse.
Ruck It Up for Warriors is one of the people.
Yes,
involved in it.
Tonto. Yes, as much as I would love to have my co-host here, He's got that new job. He's going to be there.
Yeah, unfortunately, vacation time's slim.
Tonto,
right
get your ass down here from Alaska. Let's roll, baby.
Yeah, you could take my spot. Do the show out there. Take this. With
You can still do it from there and there, right?
That's definitely
On the bus, dude. We'll do it on the bus.
Oh, dude, that'd
Yes,
be
it is.
sick.
Blue liner.
A field of dreams, but for veterans.
There you go.
Hey, you can.
Look at Carlos.
Joking.
Take me. I'll be
Hey,
there to help.
we got space.
Look at Carlos. I'm a Mexican.
Oh man!
And actually,
dude.
if you watch next week, we're gonna have Scott with Ruck It Up for Warriors.
Yes,
he's actually part of it.
Yeah,
we had Jason Steiner on, the guy who actually put it together.
His brainchild, man.
Yeah, it's his thing.
Yeah.
Hero of the thing you're talking about?
Yeah, Hero Stock.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Is it something we would
they
be
have
all right in?
Yeah, oh totally. I mean, we got to get you hooked up with Jason Steiner.
I'll send some messages.
And like I said, next week we have Ruck It Up for Warriors. We have Scott from Ruck It Up for Warriors on our show.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah. And that's they through our show they got Scotty.
Yeah.
On
we called out Scotty, and like what 5 hours, 6 hours later.
Yeah, they're like, we got Scotty.
We got Scotty Hastings. So yeah,
nice.
Dude, now we can get Blue Line. That would be dope.
Let's do it.
Make it connections.
Get them shirts.
Damn it. Make it connections.
Rolling.
What's it all about right here?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, so I have a question, and Mike has the harder question. But obviously we've had some fun today, and appreciate you guys coming on and spending some time. It's nice that you guys are in the same time zone that we are, because we don't have to worry about you guys. Oh, it's adding the 3 and then minus in the 2 for the the East Coast, and
that's why you notice the emails have check your time frame.
Yeah. So like one of the things that you've taken away from the show today. You like that, DT? What's one of your takeaways from the show?
Taking shadow mark. Taking shadow mark.
I had to take a little shadow mark action. What's one of the shows, Britton, that you take away from our show today?
Well, I think one of the things that I took away is the fact that it's such a small world. I mean, it's interesting that we know some of the same people we've never met before. You guys reached out. We know some of the same people. It really is kind of a small world, man. It's like I don't know. I feel like you kind of got to broaden out a little bit to talk to other people to kind of figure out, what's going on. I think it's cool that like he's doing the football thing with you. You already know that.
We're in the same room together. A week ago?
Last Friday.
Yeah.
we're like. Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of mind blowing, honestly.
But we were on the same side on the whole conversation.
Oh, absolutely, 1,000%.
Yeah, but then like you said, Britt, and here, I post about you being on the show, and then Travis jumps on, and I'm kind of giving him some money in Venmo, and he's sending it back. He's like, no, I can't take your money. He goes, I can't send those pictures out. They've been sworn to secrecy. So yeah, no, and that's what it's about.
Emily's got her own takeaway.
Dude,
she wants to see Pat. Pat's gonna have
your sister has pictures.
Bro, do it in Oakdale at the rodeo. That would be awesome.
Don't even think I want
to show like that, and then have your jeans on underneath and just rip them off.
Usually back then, it was Reebok.
Scotty Hastings. Hey man, dude, we're gonna make this happen. This Vet Stock 2023. We're trying to get
Scotty knew somebody was talking about him.
Yeah, his ears are ringing, man. I think he's got someone that does his social media. I'm like, hey, bro, they just said your name. And it like pops up.
Yeah,
because it seems like that's how it goes.
Where's Scotty Hastings? Where is he out of?
He's
Nashville.
Nash Vegas.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. He plays a lot at Moxieville. Margaritaville. He plays at Moxie. And there's another one that I can't remember off the top of my head, Scotty. Sorry, but tell me which one it is.
He's just good. And again, let's remind you, he opened for Dave Grohl at the Crown Royale
Super Bowl party. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
He's playing Hero Stock in Nebraska this
year. Dude,
you guys, if we can make this happen, dude, that would be.
But I would love to open for you, Scotty.
dude, he's
we're gonna make the connection.
but that's why we kind of planted the seed with him about doing this concert. We just got to get him out here,
Yeah,
you know, and
for
Shannon
sure.
Book, and we've talked to Schaefer about
Okay,
it.
so what he'll do, Scotty will have to get to Vian, Oklahoma, and get on the bus with Heath Wright and Ricochet and roll out to Hero Fest.
yeah,
There you go.
that's got,
There you go.
Friended him on Facebook, so we'll
Hey,
see. We'll
so-
make it happen.
You just got another following.
let me tell you a story real quick about Scotty, and I hate to blow the whole picture out of water, or the whole sorry, that was stupid. The whole
It was cool though.
hey, Scotty Hastings got shot 10 times by one sniper. Well, he wasn't a sniper. He wasn't a sniper.
But
Yeah, he wasn't a
But he
sniper. He got shot 10
10
times by one guy, and he still plays. Look at that. See, his girlfriend lives in Edmond.
Oh, Edmund.
there you go.
I used to live in Sapulpa, Oklahoma.
See, so
Man, the connection.
I'm
Yeah.
glad he's here to do this. I'm just trying to figure out after the first or second shot, why didn't he move?
yeah,
We got to get him on here and answer. We got to get him on here and
I'm
answer.
just giving you a hard time, Scotty. I'm glad you're here with us.
So I think what we want to do, like
Hey, that's
what we should do,
popular
is
right there.
That's Scotty.
we're gonna have as my two Roddies are fighting behind me again. I don't know if you can hear the growling.
we have the 30th open
Okay, so we need
Of?
to have of this
of,
month.
of March.
We need to have a show where we have like you guys, Scotty, Shannon, Schaefer, all at the same time.
Let's
You
do
know
it.
what? I think everybody's army too.
Not me,
Every day is Saturday.
Not you, I know.
but here's the deal. I'm Army in my heart because my father-in-law was 30 some odd years Army. He just passed away in December.
I'm
He
sorry.
passed away. He was
Good
a
dude.
first
man.
sergeant,
Good man.
lived for the Army.
Good man.
Vietnam veteran. We just buried him up at the National Cemetery in Santa Nella.
My dad's there.
Yeah, my dad's there too.
They're drinking together.
Yep. And he's a
promise
Marine
you.
Corps. And he's a Marine
Oh,
Corps veteran,
absolutely.
so,
Oh, yeah.
I promise you.
Look at
My
this, Scotty.
father-in-law was the shit.
That's awesome.
George
Scotty.
Shira, he was
Shira.
the shit.
That's
What's
badass.
how's he spell last name?
Shira, Shirah.
All right. I always look whenever I go out to see my dad. I always go look, and the funny thing was is it never connected where Mike's dad is and my dad. That's
They're literally
like
on the same.
one's the end of one row and one's at the end. They're like booking the whole.
And
Holding
my
them
aunt-
together.
And my
Yeah.
aunt passed away almost a year before my dad, and she's literally 2 plots over. It's crazy. Okay, so we gotta play Scotty. So we gotta follow Scotty's whole conversation
Yeah.
here because
Yeah.
said, listen, I had lunch with my good buddy Jamie Johnson, and he said, "Damn, I
Name
would've-"
dropping.
Yeah, and then he said, and then he said ducked, and then he said, "Fucking words are hard."
words are
He
I
went-
freaking love Scotty. I love you.
Hey,
I
if
love
you're
you,
on
brother.
TikTok, go follow him there. He actually goes live. I think
Yeah.
it's every Tuesday.
Mondays and Wednesdays or
Scotty,
Hey, we're gonna make. I'm not saying we have to. We're
No, we
gonna
have
make
to.
this happen.
yeah, no, we.
Okay.
There you go. Daddy would have thought this was cool to
Oh,
watch.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Oh,
awesome.
I guarantee it. Coolest guy you ever met in your
yes,
life.
you do.
That's,
You
There-
need to get on the
So they're
Scotty.
hanging out together. Your dad's,
Yep.
my
That's
dad. I
badass.
call him my dad.
Yeah.
that's
Um,
badass.
April 13th. April 13th we have open. That's the
April 13th.
yeah. That's our open date. That's our next open interview.
That's a
date.
Thursday.
Yeah. At 6
In
o'clock.
case you,
Dude,
in case you didn't know.
I just keep adding
Because we
7.
play the 15th.
Oh,
dumb.
Yeah, we just keep
Drummer.
adding 7.
drummers.
Calendar.
1,
timing.
2, 3,
Okay.
4.
Oh, he'll be
1, 2.
live this
Live
Saturday
this Saturday.
There you go.
from 11:30
11-3.
to 2:30 a.m.
11-3.
Shit, that's a big old
Have
time.
another shot, Scotty. I am.
I'm one
This is to you, brother.
Look at
What the
I'm
hell is
typing.
11,300? That's some
Hey,
serious
you know,
time.
Secret.
Oh my god.
11-300.
Right. We're gonna have to talk to Scotty
Yeah.
and Shannon and Schaefer and get you guys. We got to get all one show. And
Well,
just
the funny thing is I can see you on the street. So
absolutely, you can't see.
we're gonna have breakfast in town. We'll
Yeah,
make this work
yeah.
because the Fruit Yard wants to do this, and this is actually a step above what we've been talking about. So together, it's going to be the best show this facility's ever seen.
Yeah.
I promise you.
No,
It's going to be a day long.
And that's what I want is I want it to be all about our veterans, our first responders, and just having some badass music, a ton of fun, and just I don't know. Like you got me having goosebumps now.
Yeah.
This is what I've been wanting to do.
But I'm telling you, the fact that you guys were talking about it, just Scotty.
Yeah, he's actually writing
laying tracks.
He's
I believe
in the middle of recording some new songs right now.
We're gonna lay some lyrics down, bro.
Just laying the tracks.
Yeah, just laying.
If you guys have a cutting vocals for How Do You Choose? That's his new song. Hey,
Red.
If you guys,
sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Look at Carlos. I'm excited. Anyway, the song of our intro is Stories That They Tell. So listen to that. Listen to the words.
We did. We were listening to it. And we both looked at each other and went, we need to do that song.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So there's that.
We were like, we should play that song, cover it.
Dude,
yeah, it's badass.
And there's a
obviously giving credit.
Then Scotty can play it with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll take care of the freaking license.
I'm so fucking excited right now.
Yeah.
Like so
2 buses. We're rolling.
Dude, Class A, bro. Well, it depends tomorrow if I pass my DOT physical, but
I don't care. I don't care. It's registered as an RV. Anybody can drive it.
Yeah, DT, nice. You're involved.
But it's a 5-speed. 1971 square gears.
3 on the tree, man. I can do one of them bad boys.
Round them off till they fit.
Hey, I'm made out of rubber next year.
How many clutches has that thing gone through?
Both of them.
We're about to drive. You see Blue Line. You see the bus just driving up and down 132. It's just
that's
like.
Well,
hey Carlos,
can you go? It can't stop.
Hey Carlos, can you buzz me through the gate at River Point? I need to drive this sucker around.
But hey, that's where I lived.
In River Point?
What was your address?
When I bought that bus.
I'm 13304.
You live in River Point?
Yeah, 13304 Harbor.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Carlos is right down the street on River.
I live. So the first house I bought was 203 Sands.
Oh yeah, dead end. Yeah.
Then I bought the one across the street from me at 13205 Waterway.
Yeah.
Right on the corner.
I don't know what the hell is up with the addresses though. Like the north and south are like 3 digits, and all the east and west are like 5 digits.
That's why. Because the center line of the county. You can tell if it's a
shit. God,
you know what? It's really deep.
That's the fire department guy right there. Yeah.
It's really deep. You wouldn't understand right now.
Hey, I do remember when I lived on the corner of
Walk and Don't Walk.
Well, no, on the corner of Thomas Taylor and Morgan Lynn. I went out and painted my. You're so dumb. I painted my fire hydrant black and yellow, and I had paw prints all over it. I just breezed over it.
Oh, all right. I'm literally done with it just because the timing of it is off. When I was on the corner and boom.
It's too witty for me.
Shit. Oh, Eric, what were you saying when you lived where?
No, forget it. It's already passed. It doesn't matter now.
That's the second time tonight. Just talk over him. He won't talk.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear what he had to say. I was just laughing because I was looking at you. Uh-oh.
I painted my fire hydrant.
True. Yep. I drove the blue liner when we buried George at Santanella.
Dude, we need to drive it out.
I saw a picture of it out there.
Have you guys gone out and done the wreath? The wreath across America for Christmas?
She had. All my sisters have.
Okay, because my wife and I think we did 18 this year.
Yes.
About 18.
Yes, you are the neighborhood plumber. Yeah, Santanella.
Santanella. These guys did too, the motorcycle club.
Yes. Oh yeah.
But no, they went to.
I thought you guys went to.
They went to Tracy. Yeah, they went to Tracy.
Yeah, they were somewhere else.
Yeah, they went out to Tracy.
Yeah.
Look at Carlos. I'm the neighborhood.
He is the neighborhood plumber.
Carlos lives in River Point too.
No.
Yeah.
Where? Don't list your address.
Yeah.
No,
We already got them all. We already got them all.
I picked up an inversion table from his house. It's sitting in Camille's bedroom.
Eric won't even claim the city it is.
No,
Just
it's
said
not.
the-
I don't live in that.
See, so
in
nobody
W.
could even know.
Yeah, I live in River Point. Where's that?
River
east
Point's
of-
everywhere.
River Point. It's
East
the
of-
point of the
yeah.
river. I know where it's at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's River Point.
So the blue liner, when I bought the blue liner umpteen years ago, I lived on the corner of Waterway and Sands.
What's up,
And I would
Taylor?
bring it in there. I'd bring it in there and work on it. And it looked like the Partridge Family bus.
Oh, I bet it did. Oh, my
people-
gosh. Oh my
people
gosh. What is the bus doing in River Point? Do you know that they can't park there? You're not supposed to be working on the street like that. You know, you can get
You know-
oil on the street and
You
then
know what
oil
I did?
seep into the water. Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
bet.
best one on Facebook's been when the bees came out. Oh my gosh, there are so many dead bees on the driveway. What can we do to save the bees? Bitch, how about you stop pesticide in your house? How about that?
Britain's over here like Oakdale don't have these problems.
Yeah, he's like, bro, this is not Oakdale.
They're high class up here in Oakdale.
Yeah. We're tight knit at River Point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of partying at River Point, trust me.
Oh,
That's
man.
awesome.
Hey, so this is Taylor. So Peggy is actually Taylor, and she's a veteran, an Air
Guitars
Force
for-
veteran, and she's guitars for veterans, and she actually plays guitar as
Yeah.
well.
So there's another it's not a company, entity that is called Heartstrings.
Okay. For
Peggy
veterans.
is familiar with Heartstrings.
Taylor, do you know about heartstrings?
Or
We'll see if
Taylor,
she-
it's Peggy.
yeah, I know it's,
Two
I
in
know,
one,
you're good.
one in the same.
but she
Heartstrings is another, and it's based out of Nashville.
well, she
uh,
just happens to be out of Nebraska.
she's out of
Guess what?
Nebraska.
So
she has heard of it.
yes, she's heard of it, or yeah, okay.
Yes, she's
So
heard of
Heartstrings, we were out in Vegas for NFR, National Finals Rodeo last year. Met a gal, Amy Klein from that entity, Heartstrings, who does basically the same thing. They get guitars, they get them signed, and they give them to veterans. Phenomenal thing. And they
So-
put on shows and they put on concerts and all kinds of stuff for veterans.
That's
And it's
about it.
and she's they're based, I believe it's the company's based out of Nashville. I know she's in Nashville,
Right.
but I don't know if they want to get together, because together way more powerful.
Right. Well, Guitars for Vets actually takes it another step further. Is they actually spend time and they do like 8 to 10
Classes. Yeah.
of teaching like one-on-one classes,
How to
and
play.
then the vet gets the guitar at the end of, like, they get to keep their guitar and set up at the end of their classes. And it's also, you know, like sessions, because we talked a lot about the mental health piece too, and how it helps, you know, some of these veterans just having that outlet, right, to play.
Huge,
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
So wow, man, we made
Yeah.
some connects.
Yeah.
I didn't
Just
expect
another one.
this. I knew it'd be fun, but damn,
Come on, antsy in the fancy.
I know it's like all right.
Yeah.
Oh my, there you go, Derek. Reach guitar.
But why wouldn't you get a free guitar? You can add it to your collection,
He doesn't want to take from somebody else.
He's a giver.
he's a good soul.
right?
So
But that's not taking. It's not taking when it's given.
No, that's true. That's true. Well, that's what
Oh,
we
they
try
have
to
in
tell.
Nashville.
We try to tell everyone about their VA benefits, right? And
Yeah.
we had the sheriff on. We had Dirksey on
Mhm.
one of our first shows, and we had the whole conversation. And he's like, "Well, I don't want to take away from somebody else,
Cal Vet's book.
but he hasn't done, you know, put in for any of his benefits." And we're like, "Dude, you're not taking away from anybody else. You need to get it."
But
due to you."
but here's the deal. He knows it. I guess I'm thinking he doesn't need them right now. But at some point he might.
Right.
So
That's what we were telling him, man.
if you know in your head you don't need that right now, shuffle it to the guys that really need it right now.
Yeah. Well, that
And
was
at some point, he probably will, and I hope he does. And he reaches out. I love Dirksy.
Yeah.
Love him. Great dude.
Hey, I love the CCW policy in this county. I'll say that.
You have a pulse.
Hey,
As it should be. Hey, so when I worked down in the southern county below us, it doesn't matter. I don't work there.
Yeah.
myself.
right.
So the sheriff Warnke now, he was my sergeant.
Oh, wow.
Love that man. Great dude.
Yeah.
He ran on that. I'm gonna everybody gets one.
Yeah.
Because here's the deal. I'd rather see good people with guns than bad people with guns.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna take them away from the good people,
That's a bad thing.
bad thing.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, there you go. Taylor said Creative Vets is also there. They're an awesome program for combat vets specifically.
I tell you what, the people that follow your podcast are phenomenal.
Dude, these are all guests.
Yeah, these are all guests.
Most of these comments are
Yeah.
all guests. That's what makes it even better. Is
We're still
that
working Tonto in.
We're still working on getting people who actually follow us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Oh, so nobody likes you? Is that what you're saying?
No, we have like 55 followers. It's all 55 show. No, I'm just kidding.
I think we've been stuck on
And Pat,
175.
ask around Houston about Mike Ellick, and you'll hear
My
people
kids
that
have to go to bed for Christ's sake.
Seriously though, Pat, ask around Houston. You'll find some people that don't like Mike Ellick. I can tell you that right now.
The problem with that statement right there is I don't know any two people that have given back more to this town, have sacrificed, have blood, sweat, and tears for this town than the Ellicks. I mean, they've done things and they're involved in things when their kids aren't even involved in it.
Right.
It's literally amazing, you know, and I've heard the statement of nobody in this town likes you. Well, it's like, dude, you know what? Because he tells the truth, because he says how it is. I mean, Jamie does stuff for every organization possible in the high school, right? And it's just amazing that someone had to have a bad word to say. So
No good deed goes unpunished.
I have a Care Bear tattooed on my arm because of Houston youth football.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave it at that. I have Grumpy Care Bear because.
Well, here's the deal. You're never, ever, ever, ever going to please everybody.
Nope.
You know who you have to please? Your family. That's it.
Yep.
yeah,
That's it. That's it. Not even your friends. You don't have to please them.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Eric,
have
I
to
don't
please
to
you. You have to please you and
That's
your
your pie hole,
family.
a-hole.
It's a bottom line.
Turn my damn
No,
volume
you're
up,
right,
okay?
Pat, and I
That's all I
appreciate
need
that.
you to do.
Look,
Appreciate
Carlos is saying about Dirksey was the commander of the Oakdale National Guard when they were in Iraq in 2005. Yep.
Didn't know that.
Well, and you know he went to West Point.
Yep.
And
Yes,
he
I
played,
did know that.
I didn't know that.
I did.
Yeah.
It was on it. They did that when he was
Rugby?
running for sheriff.
yeah, and he played rugby.
He played rugby.
So him and I got into a whole
Rugby?
conversation
What a
because
post game.
Oh, bullshit.
wow.
I'm
Yeah.
joking. It was a joke. It was
Okay,
a joke.
yeah.
I played rugby for 1 year. I was too much
Yeah.
of a foot.
I have a kid that played rugby and
Dude,
his
Rugby's awesome.
Oh yeah,
He played rugby for Irvine.
Rugby in college.
yeah, it was badass.
Went from losing in Houston to winning a championship.
Oh, by the way, with the broken shoulder too.
A dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
broken.
Broken, dislocated.
Yeah.
Look at Carlos. Delta 118.4.
184.
That's something for you, Britton. That's out of our
Yeah,
civilian
that's
language.
Delta 184 infantry.
All right. See?
It's
We need to
Carlos,
get
the
some-
plumber.
Your guys' fans are killer.
I know. Look at we even got a Nana Penny.
Nana
That's Eric's
Penny!
mom.
What's up, baby?
Thank you, Taylor. I know I'm always hated, so it's all good.
Yes, you're right. If people don't like you, you're doing something right.
Right.
I'm with you, brother. I'm all zoned in on the comments.
I know. Well, so what's funny is when we do this, because you guys can actually see the comments off to the side too, right? So
Right at the bottom, it's huge.
yeah, well, yeah, when we pop, because we actually pop it up there,
Uh-huh.
it's funny to see because you'll see some people kind of go like they'll be talking,
And
so
then they'll start laughing.
sometimes I'm careful. Like if I get somebody who's too focused on it, then I gotta kind of like watch how we put them up because then it's like, all right, you're kind of you're stopping and reading, which we've had. So, wait, was Army due to leg? What, Tonto?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
MP, never airborne.
There you go. See, again, speaking language we don't know.
Yep, not me.
A leg is someone who wasn't airborne.
Thanks, Scott.
So if you were like 82nd airborne, 101st air assault or something like that, then you're not a leg. So
okay,
I was a leg, so I wasn't airborne. I didn't jump out of planes.
Okay,
You walked
I walked there.
You walked there. Carlos, I was a red leg.
I love Carlos.
Yeah. Well, Carlos is part of CVMA too. So, all right. Well, man.
And we're going to end it with Nana.
We can hold you hostage and keep talking, but now I know where you.
Love you too, Nana Penny.
There you go.
I think she's talking about you guys, but I'm going to throw it out.
No, she's talking about you guys.
She's talking about you guys. Too.
Yeah.
Trust me. You meet Nana Penny. She loves everybody.
Oh, she doesn't like you guys?
I talked to her
She doesn't
today.
like Eric. She
What's
likes
up,
the
Nana?
rest of us.
Bring it in for the real thing.
I'll come give you a huge hug. She'll jump on stage with you. She's
yes. Hey, come on up.
Give me 30 seconds. So you're wearing your Giants hat. So in 2010, when they won, my mom literally dyed her hair orange, and we went to the parade, and we sat there with Brian Crawford and Lexi. Actually,
awesome.
Crawford
was a great player.
Yeah.
No, Brian Crawford.
But Brian,
Oh, Brian.
Brian Crawford. Yeah, Brian
Crawford
and
wasn't
Lexi
right
was
player.
there, and Papa Tom was there, and
If you're
Nana
into the
Penny,
Giants,
and a million other people. We had a big old parade when they won the Super Bowl or the World Series.
Super Bowl.
The World Super Bowl.
They scored the touchdown at the 9th inning.
I think it's time.
I think Eric's done.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, speaking of Crawford, I drove. So Lexi Crawford called me.
I
up
thought
one
you were
day.
saying Brandon Crawford. My bad.
No, he was good too.
Brian's better.
Brian's better.
Brian called me up one day. He goes, "Hey,
serious."
Yeah, they went to FIFA.
Yeah. Brian calls me up one day. He goes, "Hey." He goes, "How much would you charge me to drive Lexi and her wedding party for her wedding in the blue liner?" I'm like, "Nothing." You serious? He goes, "Yeah." So I drove Lexi for her and her wedding party for her wedding. She's a.
The comments. I'm sorry, Pat. The comments are great.
No, listen, I'm glad she got married on. That's all awesome.
This is a clip right here.
Yeah, my invitation.
The Super Bowl, and they're not the New York.
Got lost in
I
the
was
mail.
super happy. Yeah, and it was right next door to where I live.
I know.
I'm like, holy shit!
You should have jumped the wall.
I got my feeling hurt.
Well, I tell you what, like I
It
said
was
before,
amazing.
I can't thank you guys enough for having us out here.
Yeah.
Having us on your show. It's flattering. Thank you.
Well, it's been a true honor and pleasure to have you guys on, and the work you did leading up to this, and the service you provided, keeping us all safe. Whether it's across the world or here locally, we truly appreciate it. What you're doing, now you're providing a different service, right? Just fun.
Oh, we lost you.
I don't know what the deal is. Can you hear us though?
I can hear you. Oh, now you're back.
All right. I don't know. Internet's being weird.
That's all right.
Anyways,
we're burning it down.
River.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Atmospheric river.
It's the atmospheric river.
TikTok, we're breaking it.
I got 438 likes, bro. I got nine viewers. We were up to like 423, but I think that's just whenever you flick the app up and you start scrolling through stuff. Peace out, fools. Peace out.
Oh man, look at Kim's gonna see you guys on St. Patty's Day.
We love you, Kim.
It's awesome.
Man, we appreciate you guys. Pat, I know we'll probably be seeing each other for sure.
Oh, I guarantee it.
And we definitely we'll reach out and see if we can get like Scotty, Shannon,
We're gonna put this together.
Hell yeah. And if you guys want to bring
1,000%.
a couple more of the guys, or just invite them on here too, you know.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
We're
dude,
gonna
that'd be great.
we're just gonna have just a badass time. Everybody talking your music, talking your lives, and maybe talk some mental health on how this all helps you guys, right? Because even with Pat, you just being Leo, there you seen some shit. Britton talked about it, right?
Yeah.
You guys go through some dark times, see some dark shit, and you need some way to break away.
Yeah. Appreciate
This is it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. April 13th, if that works.
Well,
sounds like a plan.
Okay. And it'll be a Thursday at 6 again.
Yeah.
But we'll reach out if you guys want to.
I'm retired. I don't have anything to do.
Britton's like, speak for yourself, dude. I got to play with
He
my
doesn't
dog.
either. He works from home.
Anyway, if you guys want to hang out, we can chat.
We got to wrap a little,
and then we'll just take a minute to wrap up and get out of here. All right.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you guys. Pat and Britton from Blue Line, and we'll be sharing, like, when they're doing shows, we'll be sharing it.
Yep.
When I write up all the info for the podcast to release tomorrow, we'll make sure your website's on.
Yeah, everyone go follow and check it out, man.
Go follow Blue Line. Check them out. Badass. All
Good
there to have
time.
fun.
Thank you, everybody that chimed in and sent messages. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right,
thanks, guys.
We'll see you in a minute. Once again, buddy, it's like you got to go. Got to breathe.
It's just fun. When it comes together, it's just fun.
Well,
right?
considering the way we started and the mood we were probably in, I think Pat and Britton just like took that all away, made us feel good.
And shout out to Beans Coffee.
Beans Coffee. Anyways, Eric, until next time, it looks like you got some scheduling to do. You gotta.
I got some stuff to do.
Reach out to Catnado to get Schaefer, and
yep.
You got some scheduling to do.
Shanado.
Tonto, you're all right, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Don't ever apologize.
Yeah,
you're good. We appreciate you guys jumping on.
We appreciate all of you, man.
Much love to everybody. Hey.
Absolutely.
Peace out.
Absolutely. I gotta be ready, dude.
Yeah.